G'day everybody, welcome back to Valheim. I believe we're on episode 40. And in the previous episode, we completely failed to tame those bloody boars. So much so that I'm sort of gonna be giving up on those boars for the moment, anyway. Because, yeah, I feel like the entire process takes a little bit too long. Now, mind you, I'm not going to, you know, completely write off taming boars, but I just don't feel like spending another episode on boar taming is really the right thing to do for us currently. I'm really more curious about finding out what happens when we get to the swamps. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to focus on trying to get into the swamps. I know I'm here sort of just checking out the boars, but I just wanted to know how they're looking in terms of, I guess, tameness. Doesn't look like this guy is very tame at all. But I have received a lot of advice from you guys about the boars, and I think a lot of the advice, what you'll find is that there's going to be another episode where I really try my best to try and tame those boars, which was the previous episode. Unfortunately, I did not read or had not read any of the advice given at the time. So I am going to implement all of the advice once I come back to taming those boars once more. But for the moment, I think we're going to refocus our efforts on making our way to the swamp using the carve. I'm just trying to find our queen's jams, but it doesn't look like we've got any. Let's just quickly check what we need. Just the berries for that. Okay. Well, that's going to be easy. So let's just grab all of our berries. And let's make... I don't know how many batches we need. Maybe a couple of batches like that. So we've got 10 Queen's Jams. And we'll keep the spares here. And I would like to bring some foods that are going to give us HP. Obviously, we do want different types of food ready to be eaten. Should I also bring some fish? Do we have any cooked deer meat anywhere? I don't think so. But we have plenty of raw fish, so why don't we just cook up a few more? Maybe I'll bring like 6. That way we've got enough for the journey ahead, hopefully. Now, one thing that we could consider is maybe bringing some raw ingredients with us into the carve, including maybe some crafting ingredients as well, so that we can sort of set up a fire and all that sort of stuff, because I have a feeling this journey is going to be a long one. Problem is, there is a risk with journeying with the carve, especially if you do go out to the open oceans, apparently. And I don't want to lose all of our stuff, if we can help it, obviously. So put that there. What I might do is definitely bring what we need for a portal, though. Okay, so I think we've got enough here. Don't need the mushrooms. Let's put the mushrooms away. What is this? Tasty mead. Okay. Not sure about that just yet. We'll leave it. Let me know what you guys think about tasty mead, guys, because it seems like a bit of a... I mean, it sounds good, but I don't know if I want to give up, like, health recovery for stamina recovery. So I guess maybe it might be about what your priorities might be, but... Grey Dwarf Eyes. Okay, cool. So we've got everything we need. We've got foods. We don't have any raw ingredients though. Should we bring some? Okay. I think things are looking good. At the very least, we've got all the things that we need for a portal. So we should be able to build ourselves a portal if we do get to someplace interesting. And yeah, when that happens, essentially we can get back immediately to the house when we need to. So let's open our storage here. Oh no, okay. My bad, guys. So I didn't know that the storage is limited. So I thought it'd be as much as we can carry almost. So might have to sort of store... maybe we can store that there. And then wood, I'm sure we can cut down some wood somewhere to make what we need, but that's enough for at least a workbench. And yeah, all this stuff should be enough for a portal. I wonder what's really heavy. Probably all these stones. We probably don't need all of these stones, but we are going to need some stones to make a campfire at some point. Okay guys, so I think we're ready. And as I said, this is going to be our main goal for the day. To go into the swamps by sailing towards the south. That's the plan. Got a shaman just staring at us right there. They are creepy guys, aren't they? I'll get rid of you. Don't appreciate those stares. Okay, so... I can't remember when we planted all of this, but I think there's probably still a long wait. I think we can afford to just go to sleep right now and wake up early in the morning. We'll sail and yeah, see what we can get up to. Apparently, as I said before, sailing at night is not safe. So we might want to think about, you know, setting up camps, like temporary camps, when we do go out and when it does get dark on the oceans. So I don't know how crucial it is to keep close to the shore, if that's the case, but anyway, let's eat. Again, I'm not sure how wasteful this is if we ate the deer stew and the cooked fish right now. Maybe I should be eating some of this stuff. Okay, we'll go with the cooked fish first. The deer stew maybe we can consume when we get to a destination. Rightio. So, no, that's not what I want to do. That's what I'm looking for. Alright. So, the other thing is, someone also gave me advice that you sort of need to hit the keys repeatedly to actually use the oars. So... we might damage the boat a little bit here? No? Okay, managed to avoid that. Alright, good. The wind is behind us, which means we should be able to hopefully get out to sea pretty quickly. And yeah, this is going to be our, hopefully, longest voyage if nothing bad happens. A lot of people are also saying that I should actually be zooming out a little bit more and take in the scenery from like a further distance, and yeah, I agree. That didn't cross my mind when we were experimenting with the carve the other day, so yeah, looking badass. Love it. Alright. Enough of that though. Need to make sure that we're not going to crash into stuff. So one thing that I am not entirely sure of is whether or not I should go left or go right once I do reach the open seas over this side, but I'm thinking we'll go right. Hopefully we'll be able to sort of work our way south that way. Now, considering where the swamp is as well, guys, I'm sort of thinking whether or not we might need to start thinking again about relocating, because if there's not much for us to do in these parts aside from, you know, gathering the normal resources that we've been gathering so far, it could be that we need to set up shop a little bit closer to our objectives. Either that, or maybe start thinking about seriously building outposts. But yeah, we'll have to have a think. For now, I'm just enjoying the process of sailing around. So yeah, I think this is considered to be the ocean already. Actually, we can see it up top here when we're looking at the map, so it is a very calm day to be sailing, which is nice. No storms. With any luck, that will remain for the entire episode. Maybe. Just enjoying the different music, guys, because we're so used to being in the meadows and the Black Forest already, and you know, it's nice to get a little bit of a change to the soundtrack every now and then. Now, I'm going to be saying left or right here while I navigate with the boat. I am not really familiar with my boating or shipping terminology, port or starboard or whatever. I'm not entirely sure what is correct. I'll probably just stick to the basics to not screw things up. Some of you in the comments might be more familiar with that. I wonder if we're reaching some kind of a dead end here. If we are, we might need to sort of sail back that way. Yeah, it's not looking good. Alright, we'll quickly turn around, guys. Yeah, I just need to remember that this is just a small inlet over here. Is inlet the right word for that as well? Yeah, and probably not the best with geographic terms either. Okay, I hope we're going the right way here, because we haven't really been heading south at all. So I'm getting a little bit worried. Okay, got a big troll cave over there. I don't know if I should mark that down or not. May as well. I'm guessing this is all still considered to be the Black Forest. Now, one thing that I'm not entirely sure of as well, guys, is, so I'm just starting to think about this, but if we run out of, like, foods in our bellies, is it okay to not eat while we're out on the ocean? Because I like to think that we're kind of safe, maybe. Although maybe we're not. I don't know. I feel like I don't want to be wasting my food if I don't need to eat. If I can get away with not eating, and maybe we can just eat once we arrive somewhere. Okay, we're going against the wind here. Okay, so things might get a little bit slower from here. I am not sure how big this entire area is gonna be, guys, so I'm not even sure if we'll be able to sort of work our way south in this episode. Okay, I hope the wind direction changes sometime soon, because this is a tiny bit slow. Now that I think about it, when I press the W key, it actually unfurls the sails, and that's probably not a good idea. I'm thinking this is probably the right thing here. The, I guess, one arrow is actually using the paddle. I love this paddle though. Magical. I don't even have to do any work. Yeah, now I'm really not entirely sure, guys, if we should be sailing all the way out here. Because we're just getting further and further away from where we want to be. I'm starting to think that the best way to get to the swamp biome might be to actually bring materials for the carve with us on foot. And maybe we do need to leave the portal over here and we'll set up a carve in the area and then we can sort of just sail south from there. I think that's probably going to be better than what we're currently doing, perhaps. Although this is a nice and relaxing journey, isn't it? I mean, even though it's unintended. Wonder if I swing this way, and if I unfurl that a tiny little bit, can I move a little bit faster? Possibly. Okay, this area once more doesn't look like it leads out to the oceans or anything like that. It's probably just another inlet. Although, can I be sure of that? We'll try and stay out of trouble while we investigate the area. Plenty more tin about. Very nice. Yeah, I'm no longer worried about tin and copper, guys. I guess at the start, you know, like when you first start playing, you sort of feel like, oh, perhaps maybe you might not be able to find certain things anymore. This is actually a pretty decent-sized river. The question is whether or not it would actually cut through. And if it doesn't, then obviously I don't really want to traverse through it. But if it does... Another Veg Vizier there. Actually, that's probably not a good idea. I mean, this is an interesting looking river, guys. I'm not entirely sure if we should take the carve through it. Like, is it deep enough? I suppose it is. Alright, I'm a little bit confused, guys, as to what to do. Because it feels like if we keep going, we'll probably just continue to just see land all the way. I wonder if it might be a good idea to just take the carve through. Worried about it getting dark as well, actually, so not sure how dangerous things are going to get while we're on the carve. Do we want more carrot seeds? I mean, I'm not really too fussed since we can make our own. Ooh. Keep making bad decisions, guys, but I need to cross now. Maybe over here. All right. I think what we're going to do is we're going to take the carve into the river. We'll see if we can actually... Oh my goodness, alright. We'll just deal with these guys first. Okay, and I would say if we don't find any success through the river, I think what we can do is then make ourselves a teleporter and we can teleport back to the home and also bring all of the materials for the carve at that point, because yeah, I'm not convinced now that we can actually get south by sailing around the island. I feel like this is not really an island, it is like a continent almost. But with any luck, this river might actually lead us through the island on the other side. Maybe. Only one way to find out. And yeah, if it turns out that we can't do that, well, unfortunately, this is going to be one of those episodes where not much has happened, but at the very least, we've done a little bit of exploring, but a little bit of exploring with no real purpose. I don't know. Every now and then, might be nice to just have a little bit of an adventure. Yeah, a little bit precarious, isn't it? Because getting very close to some of these rocks might slow it down a tiny bit. Yeah, there we go. I think the carve is still looking okay though. When we start seeing a visual difference, we can maybe stop and set up a quick repair. Now apparently the remnants of other carves is actually a good place to try and get some resources. I don't know if you just get the same stuff, or perhaps maybe there could be different resources. Maybe it might be worth just experimenting on that for a second. If we just go here and try and destroy this. Okay. There's just a whole bunch of fine wood, to be honest, so that's kind of what I was expecting. But you never know. There could have been, like, other valuable stuff that we've never seen. Did we guess right? Ah, we guessed right, I think. Maybe. Maybe. Yes. Okay. Well, the wind is blowing against us though, but look at that. Alright, so hopefully this is the other side of the island over here, and hopefully this is actually going to take us where we need to go. What is going on with the boat? Come on. Ah, sorry. We are we're paddling to go backwards. That's the problem. I have a feeling this entire episode is literally just us fiddling around. Bloody hell, I can't talk. Fiddling around with the carb. Goodness me. Hoping that the wind changes direction soonish, because we're barely getting any wind in our sails at the moment, but that could change, hopefully. Okay, we're gonna have to go against the wind now. Yeah, so far, guys, I'm thinking that it's probably okay for us to not eat anything while we're on the carve. If we do get off, and we're exposed to danger, maybe at that point we should be eating, but I don't see any point when we're on the boat. So far, I haven't really seen any dangers while we were on the carve at night, though. Although I have been sticking very close to shore, so I guess perhaps maybe it could be a little bit more dangerous if it was actually the oceans that we're dealing with. Let's see if I can get some of this wind. Okay, we are in the oceans now. Again, I don't suppose there's anything in the oceans itself, so kind of terrifying. Okay, still a while away to get to the swamps. We might have to set up camp somewhere. I do see a weird looking tree over there. I remember the swamps do have very strange looking trees, right? So I don't know. Could be a good destination to go visit, potentially, but not 100% sure. Again, I'm not sure if this has anything to do with whether or not we go south, or whether or not the swamps can actually be anywhere. Well, you know what? Maybe for science. Why not? Why don't we go there? Because that seems like a closer destination rather than trying to get ourselves to the swamps on this side. Who knows? The swamps could be all over this side, perhaps, maybe. Whoops. Don't want to turn that way. Okay, so the biome on the map is telling us that we're in the Black Forests again. But I'm guessing maybe when we get close to these trees it could change, potentially. Also, one thing that I didn't really consider is whether or not we should be getting close to those leeches in the carve. I feel like that could be a little bit dangerous. Yeah, look at that. Alright, we definitely have these strange looking, like, diseased trees. Got a interesting looking structure here, which is submerged. I wonder if we could use that as a base of operations. Draugrs. Might not be a bad idea to explore around here. Okay, bad idea. Can we go back, please? Oh my god, alright. Okay. We better just quickly repair. Hey! No! Okay, yeah, this place is dangerous. Come on, mate. Okay, good. And let's repair. Is this a decent place to keep our stuff? I don't really know. maybe it's not such a good idea to sort of set up camp, like, near stronger enemies. But anyway, we have found what looks to be some kind of a swamp over here. I'll leave all of our stuff here for the moment. Hopefully it's going to be okay. We'll do a little bit of exploring around these parts, and yeah, towards the end of the episode we're going to have to sort of think about setting up some kind of a camp and maybe a teleporter as well, just so that we can get back a little bit quicker, and that might also help us with the food situation. Entrails. Yum. Ooh, okay. Ah yes, I forget that the Skellies, they actually work together with the Draugrs, don't they? Whew. Let's deal with this guy. Wow, okay. That was extremely close. Ooh, we are in a bit of trouble. Ow. Okay, yes, Piggy, help me. Ah, goodness me. Alright. That was, a bit stressful. Enough stress for the entire episode, if you ask me. Alright, let's keep heading back into the swamp, and let's see if we can find even more stuff here. I know it's probably important to try and gather some more barks as well. I can't remember what we found that we could do with the bark. But we can gather a few. Here's these strange looking rocks, I would say. Perhaps maybe we should try and mine those. Okay, we've got blobs here as well. I know they deal a lot of poison. Okay, good. Ooh, leeches. Okay, let's see. So that's just a normal fir tree. These rocks, though. Curious. Let's see if we can mine these. Okay, doesn't look like it. I wonder if maybe I need a bronze pickaxe for this. That could be possible. Then there's this gunk on the trees. which I haven't been able to harvest before. Ow. Okay, this one is high level, apparently. No. Alright. This is, this is a horrible development, guys. Oh, goodness me. Alright, Alright. That is quite painful. Alright. We're gonna have to plan to obviously get our stuff back. I think the best way to do that is to head northeast and set up, I guess a little bit of an area over here where we can build a ship. Well, I don't even think that we should do a carve. We probably just need to do one of those rafts, and then from there we can sort of go across. This is why we kept all of this stuff. Alright, and I don't really have any other tools, do we? Huh. Need 3 wood and 2 stone. Alright, got some stone here. We don't have much wood though. Yes. Okay, so that should be enough. That should give us our hammer. And I have a feeling perhaps maybe we might have a spare hammer at the old house, but that's okay. I'm not going to worry about that. Let's craft this hammer. Do we need anything to defend ourselves with while we make our way towards this shoreline over here? Hopefully, I mean, I haven't really seen what's around here, but hopefully there's no more water around here either. I suppose the thing that we have to do is going to be the same, which is we're going to have to craft a simple raft. Let's actually take a look at what is required for that. So normal wood, leather scraps, and some resins. Okay, well, we have all of that, I think. leather scraps, resins. Might be here. And what else? Wood. Which we do have. We can just bust down one of these. Okay, we don't need all of this stuff though, right? So let's just be smart about this. So we only need 6 each of the resin and leather and 20 wood. So I don't know if I really need all of these stones, though. Maybe I can leave the stones behind. Righto. And... I could probably eat stuff. Maybe bring a small amount to eat. Yeah, definitely got a little bit too cocky there against that Draugr. So 2-star Draugr is bad news, basically. Yeah, we brought all of our soups. Speaking of soups, I guess we could tend to the farm while we're here. We may as well, right? Well, not all of them are ready for harvest, though. All of these are also not exactly ready for harvest either. Alright. You know what I should have done, in hindsight, is I definitely should have set up a portal immediately while I was there. Oh, great, great. Just exactly what we need. We just needed some coal. Alright. What an episode. Do we have enough wood for making a bench, though? We are going to need to make a bench. So we'll need 10 more wood. Okay. Rightio. I think this is gonna have to be it, guys. I could sleep, perhaps, and we could go during the daytime, which should be a little safer. And then... yeah, well... I'm not entirely sure if all of those enemies might have respawned in the area. Plus, the status of our carve could be compromised over there. So that's another thing to also consider. But anyway, let's make a move. We should maybe have some of our breakfast first. And yeah, go for a nice wet run. Man. Now the other issue that I have with what we've found so far is that that swamp area doesn't look very large. I'm not entirely sure how much of a swamp there is over that side, but perhaps maybe if we sail further down, we could find a little bit more. Yeah, anyway. We'll learn in due time, I suppose. For now, I'm just worried about getting all of our gear back. And yeah, I think the first thing that I'm gonna do as soon as we get our gear and run away is we're gonna set up a portal immediately, and that way we can sort of go back and put down the old gear that we don't exactly want to use. And also the hammer, it might be a good idea just to keep the spare hammer around for situations like this. And yeah, then we can sort of teleport back and then continue the journey. Oh man. Hindsight is a really good thing, isn't it, guys? I'm just thinking now that if I actually wanted to get the portals running correctly, then I actually need to rename or re-tag the portal that we've got at the home before we even use it. So I'm just going to quickly do that right now, because I think we've got it set to the copper portal, and yeah, I'm going to just rename it Swamp for now. That way, when we do set up the portal, we're good to go from the other side immediately. Ah, Lord. I remember someone leaving a comment, I can't remember which episode it was, quite early on I think, and I guess they said, you know, good luck completing this game with your sanity intact, and you know, I'm starting to think, you know, those words ring true, because in this game, I mean, the enemies and all that sort of stuff, they're not too bad. The challenge is more the world itself and how difficult it is to actually, you know, survive, and also the fact that death from very, very far distances is really, really tough to deal with. What are we doing here? We're dealing with our portal. Yeah, okay, so let's set the tag here, so we'll call it Swamp, like so. And yeah, it's not connected now, but it will be shortly, so I also realized, guys, that we probably don't need like the copper gear and stuff like that, but I don't know, just in case. It's not like we've got any weapons though to defend ourselves with, so that's also a bit of a problem. If we run into Grey Dwarves and we have to deal with Grey Dwarves, maybe we can deal with them with our fists. But the goal is to hopefully not attract any attention if we can. Ooh, I just realized the time. Goodness me. Alright, well, this episode might be a little bit longer than usual. I might call it once we craft ourselves a raft, and you know, we'll sail out to our body in the next episode, potentially. But yeah, I think at the very least I want to try and get ourselves to the shoreline, ready to actually do the sailing in the next episode when we kick things off. I do also need to check back on how those boars are going. We might have to give them a few more mushrooms there. See if we can keep them sort of happy and get them to maybe follow us. Now, another thing that I'm not entirely sure about those boars is what happens if they, you know, get completely tame while we're away. Like, is there a way to lead them into the pens? I'm not really sure. Just waiting for our Ichdir buff to be ready as well. Still another couple of minutes. Okay, still a little bit more to go. Shouldn't be too much longer. Just had a thought as to whether or not we're gonna find any different types of armor aside from the troll hide one. And yeah, I know I put off using the troll hide armor for a very long time, but I sort of regret that because it is really, really good. I want to actually try and upgrade it to the next tier whenever we can. Not sure if we have all the troll hides for it though, but I'm sure that's not going to be too hard to find. I think one of you guys also said about the boars is that one of the reasons why they may not be following me into the house is because we've got a lot of fire set up there, including, I think they're afraid of torches. So, you know, if that's the case, then it makes sense. I don't know if I might need to maybe just take some of the torches down or something before I retry. Goodness me, so many boars around here. I wonder if I should just grab some boar meat while we can. What does this rune say? Okay, well, this is one way to finish up the episode, with a whole bunch of bare-knuckle violence against boars. Okay, there's a lot of greylings here as well. I'm not really keen on that. Let's maybe just get away. We have made a little bit of a ruckus. Tiny bit more. Beer is ready, finally. Okay. We have reached the shoreline. Now, I'm sort of thinking whether or not it would be actually, no, I take that back. I was going to say, would it be better to make a portal over here, but I don't even have ingredients for a portal, so we're going to have to get to our dead body first and foremost. So, yeah, I think we'll take a rest right here, guys, and we're gonna have to sort of come back to getting our stuff back in the next episode. For now, I'm gonna have to contemplate the mistakes that we made and hopefully do better next time. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Again, all of your advice, likes, comments are all welcome for this video and all other videos, obviously. But yeah, I do appreciate you sticking around, even though there are always all these hiccups that we are experiencing in this series. Alright guys, leave a like, a dislike, or a comment or two down below. Stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.